So we saw the city market was really sluggish at the start of 2019. Sales volumes at 2-decade plus lows, new listings very low as well, and prices falling. Auction clearance rates were below 50%. So really soft conditions, but that really turned around quite quickly with the RBA cutting rates, the election, and also changes to bank lending rules. Those three things really turned the market around, and we saw prices rebound quite rapidly in the second half of 2019, particularly for houses, and really most concentrated in the sort of mid to higher priced homes as well, particularly in the inner west, eastern suburbs, and the lower North Shore. The Melbourne market was really soft in the first half of 2019. Clearance rates are in the 40s. We saw turnover very low, new listings very low as well, but we saw quite a remarkable turnaround in the second half of the year. Prices rising really strongly, unit prices at new record highs, and we're seeing sales volumes really start to pick up as well. In terms of house prices, we're seeing the biggest rises occur in the sort of mid to upper end of the market, and that's pretty normal for Melbourne at the start of a recovery, with a lower end typically taking a while to follow. So the Brisbane property market was sluggish over 2019. Unit prices kept falling over the year, really weighed down by the large amount of new apartment construction that had gone on in previous years. But house prices did start to pick up towards the end of the year, and the outlook is that I think prices will see some moderate growth in 2020. So the Adelaide market was a little bit softer in 2019, but that follows a few years of moderate but steady price growth. We've seen unit prices actually be a fair bit weaker than house prices, which have seen some modest growth, whereas units fell a little bit over the year. So it looks like the Perth market has finally bottomed after 5 years of house price falls. So we've seen the median house price fall about 15% from its peak in 2014. But in the second half of 2019, it really does look like house prices have found a bottom and might start to grow again modestly in the year ahead. So that's really underpinned by a stronger economy, really driven by the mining sector, stronger population growth, and lower unemployment as well. So the Canberra market was really affected by the pre-election uncertainty and had a very weak start to the year, but it's really rebounded, and we've seen some solid house and unit price growth towards the second half of 2019. Hobart property prices continued to rise following a bit of a pause in the first half of the year. House and unit prices are now up by about 50% in 4 years, so it's really been a rapid and quite significant price boom in Hobart. It does look like things might moderate a little bit next year with new home building coming online, but I think we'll still see some modest price growth over the next year or two in Hobart. Darwin property prices continued to fall in 2019, but there were some signs that things could be near a bottom towards the end of the year. The rental market strengthened a bit, and it looks like house and unit prices may have started to stabilise, but it's a bit too early to say that Darwin's at the bottom. The economy is still struggling, and population growth is very weak in the Northern Territory.